All right, guys. So, I actually saw, or I watched a little bit, not very much of, an obese to beast video here talking about this same topic. And I was like, oh, I'll talk about this tomorrow. But then I was like, you know what? Let's just find the core TikToks and then talk about it ourselves. So if you want to go watch his video instead of mine, I totally understand. Here's the problem. My video is going to have more information in it. What? Papa Guy, how would you do that? Well, I'm going to react to the video that he reacted to as well. But there's a core video. Now, if you click here, it's gone. How would you ever find it? Because people stitched her video. They just duetted it, saying nothing. That's why I love non-transformative content, because then I could find it and make it my own. So we're going to look at this. I'm curious about what she has to say. The title of Obese to Beasts video is something to do with fat people. Like all of his content. That's not a criticism or anything. I forgot the name of it. Oh, it's about secretly dating an overweight woman. So let's see what we got here. Please.
Trust me when I say this. I know where the girls are coming from when they say to decenter men, and that men fuck corpses, and that you shouldn't put any value into what men think of you or how they treat you, because
kind of hard when you're a straight woman. You know what I mean? Like, we all put value into the opposite sex for our validation.
They're dog shit most of the time. Okay?
Based?
I get that, and I understand.
Based?
The problem I have is, as a straight heterosexual woman who's attracted to straight heterosexual men and would like to experience.
Sounds like you have a fucking mental disorder, girl. And that's good for me because I'm the treatment. No, I'm just kidding. I was gonna say I'm the treatment. That didn't even make sense. It's a joke. Yeah.
Experience a romantic heterosexual relationship with a man, but has never had the opportunity to do so. It makes it hard to really accomplish that.
Yeah.
And
true.
on top of that, I am force-fed content on and offline on a daily basis, seeing women who are truly valued and treated well by the men in their lives.
Hey.
And
all the good men are taken, girl. All the good men are taken.
And that makes me physically ill.
What should give you hope? What the fuck makes you physically ill?
Some of the time, like having content shoved down my throat of how some women are treated by the men in their lives and how valued they actually are, and knowing that no man in my life has ever actually liked me, like at all, and has never valued me.
This is so
literally at all.
This is so sad, and I don't mean to laugh at her, but it's so interesting when you look at this through a different lens. She's complaining that she is an overweight woman, and she's struggling to find a man that truly values her. And men like that exist. I truly value my wife. My wife's an overweight woman. I'm obviously very overweight myself. But the problem is that she's constantly only seeing information on the internet that is other couples enjoying their lives in a way that she wishes she could. And that is the fundamental problem with social media, is that it will show the best of somebody else, and it'll make you want so much that it'll make it difficult for you to be content in your life. It's not easy finding somebody to love. It's not easy finding somebody to value you. I've had the same difficulties myself until I met my wife, but constantly seeing other people happy when you're not will destroy your mental health much worse than anything else. It makes you less content because instead of going, here's what I have and here's what I could do better, you're now comparing to everybody else on the internet. And it's destructive for your mental health. And I think people really need to think about that. They need to get that. They need to consider that. Hubba God, I am looking for a fit and attractive husband like you. But Christian, do you have any advice for me? Get your fucking eyes checked. That's my advice for you. I don't know what to tell you. Get your eyes checked, bro. Get out of here.
It kind of does something to the psyche and your self-worth and your self-esteem, no matter how much self-confidence you have, And my self-confidence and my journey with that has been a journey. you know? And I'm the most confident I've ever been in my life. So I don't really put up or accept men who treat me like dog shit anymore. But then that just
Face.
leaves me having no interactions with men at all. I don't think people really understand it unless they've been in this exact position themselves.
Yeah.
And also the fact that my connection has to come from friends and family. Whereas those friends and family already have partners, and then they get their connection from them. And then I get the leftovers.
Oh, epic H3H3 plug.
And that feels really fucking good also. Literally,
So it sounds like you should just be poly.
no
I'm just
amount of
kidding.
self-love will replace what a romantic relationship can do for people.
Yeah, beautiful stuff.
That's an inconvenient, sad truth that I feel like no one.
I think that one of the ways that you could help remedy this is get a VR headset and jack off to VR porn, because it's pretty good. It's pretty real. Feels real to me. Feels real to me.
On this app really wants to accept. They just want to shove self-love down your fucking throat and individualism down your throat until you are so sick and tired of it that you come on this app like I'm doing right now and ranting about it. I just would love for a man to see me as the person that I really am, rather than what I can provide for him.
I think that those two things are the same. Everybody looks at the person that they potentially will date as, what can that person do for me? But just not in a nasty way. You're thinking of it in a nasty way. But you want somebody who looks at the things that you do for them and wants to pay it back in return because they appreciate that. That's all it really boils down to. Like, I love my wife. My wife is very nice. She does a lot for me. She will cook for me. She will clean for me. She's emotionally attentive. She'll blow me. She's an excellent wife. I love her very much. She takes care of our house. She goes through fertility treatments so we can have kids, which is something that I think men really need to value in their women. When either one of you, when you have trouble giving or having kids, or getting pregnant, it's a massive emotional toll for your significant other to go through. Whether it's the dye testing or anything like that, it can be a very intrusive experience. And because I appreciate those things, I want to do things for my wife. And that's really it. You need to find somebody that reciprocates your shit back to you. You want to find somebody who appreciates the things you do for them, and then they give it back. So, your value to the world is going, you're just looking for somebody to reciprocate that.
Because I realize that's why a lot of women are in romantic relationships and partnerships with men, is that they have this currency that they can provide for men, this social status. And because I'm not skinny, I can't give that to them. So they don't take the time to see me as a real person and to get to know me as a real person. If I were to lose 150 pounds, then they would actually get to see me as a real person.
This is going to be a little bit of a hot take, and I don't mean to be rude or mean about this, but if you feel like the only reason people are going to like you is because you're attractive, it means that you don't have anything else to offer. And that's not meant to be a shot at you. But I understand that women in society tend to be more valued for their looks, but we are in a new generation. There are men who will look at more than just looks. My wife is very beautiful, but she also gives me a lot of other things that I've talked about as well. And it makes me want to reciprocate that and do, equal to her that she does to me. And so if you feel like, I understand the struggle with the way that you feel and your mental health and your perception to the world and everything, but maybe you need to consider becoming somebody who's more valuable than just your looks if you feel like that's the only thing that you have going for you. What else do you have to offer? You're constantly sitting on social media comparing your life to everybody else's lives. They're happy, I'm not, and you're just letting yourself get bogged down mentally. Do you think that's good for you, or do you think it's time to delete TikTok? Because that comparison is what's going to destroy your mental health worse than anything else in the entire world.
And they would get to know me as the person. But guess what? I'd be still the same fucking person. I'm still me. I wouldn't fucking change. Only my body would. But then automatically that gives them value. That gives them social currency.
Hey, get better head. You know,
even though I didn't change. In here, I didn't change.
So change in here.
Just my body did.
Change in here. Funny enough, if you do lose weight, this will change as well. There'll be less stuff clogging your arteries. Hey, I'm right with you, sister.
And so many women do that. And they go through that just so that they are valued. And how fucking sad is that?
It somehow turned into like losing weight is sad. I'm with the framing overall, but at the end it's like women will lose weight just to be more valued. Isn't that concerning? No, it's not. You know, in general, people will struggle with their self-esteem. I want to lose weight, not just to become more attractive. There's nothing really to do with that. Well, for my wife, I'd like to look better for my wife, but because I want to be healthier, right? So, you know, losing weight is not a bad thing.
How fucking sad is that?
All right.
But that's just how the world is.
Facts
that's
on
just,
facts.
you know, you got to play the game.
You got to play the game. You got to not be fucking morbidly obese. This world sucks. It's hard to lose weight. Don't get me wrong, but I would never complain about it like this. So...
Okay.
All right, so we got her ranting. You know, it was okay. I feel like it lost itself at the end, becoming like almost an anti-weight loss fucking propaganda. Yeah, losing weight is a sad and horrible oppression placed onto fat people. Let's watch this video here. Let's see what the response person has to say.
Not skinny, I can't give that to them. So they don't take the time.
To add my 2 cents.
Okay.
I experienced that moment where I was really head over heels for my housemate.
What the fuck is a housemate? Oh, I was really in love with what's a housemate? What is a housemate? Is it like a roommate? God damn it.
A larger body. And I thought he liked me too. And I made a move and he rejected me.
Good. Now you know how it fucking feels, bro. Because you know how many times I've been rejected? Good. That's feminism. Good. Feel it. Feel it. Feel how terrible it feels to get rejected. That's something women don't normally feel, dude. They don't normally know what it's like to get rejected by a dude. I've been rejected so many times. That's part of the game. You know what I mean? You're on Tinder. You swipe. Eventually you get one. You know what I mean? That's life, brother, sister, whatever.
And I remember being really hurt and confused because it was...
Because I'm a girl and I've never been rejected before. Like, what is it?
I believed it was fairly clear he liked me.
Hey, now you know what it's like to be a man.
Anyway, some time passes and I end up losing a lot of weight on an extreme and very dangerous diet.
Well, you shouldn't have done that. Apparently it didn't stick. I'm sorry. I'm fat too. It's hard, but...
And he comes to me, he starts flirting with me.
You look real nice now.
He really likes me. He tells me that he thinks I'm beautiful.
Okay.
And I was like, oh my God, I knew it. I knew you thought all this. And then the hindsight was, oh, hold on. I'm the same person. Same personality, same humor, same hobbies, same...
yeah, you're not as fat.
I don't know, intelligence level. Like, I was the same.
I disagree with that. By the way, like as I eat healthier, I feel like I become more intelligent and clear-headed. Just to be clear, the food that you're eating is having a negative impact on your body and your mind.
Same person, but I was just in a thinner body, and I realized that
Okay.
my worthiness of being someone's partner had increased tenfold because I was in a smaller body.
Okay, yeah. People like skinnier people. Like, hot take. Listen, I'm fat, but people like skinnier people. Oh, what a hot take. Somebody wants somebody that's a little bit thinner. Oh, why could that be? I don't know. Because I take 5 medications a day because of my obesity. Do you want to be with somebody like that? I don't. That's why I'm trying to lose weight and get healthier. It's a sign of your health and your ability to take care of yourself. Life is sad and life is finite. Okay? And it is a really tough, emotional risk to take to fall in love with a fat person sometimes, as a fat person. because you are within closer proximity to death than somebody who's not as fat as you. That doesn't mean that you should shame fat people for their existence, but my wife, every day, I'm less healthy than my wife, and we're both trying to get healthier. My wife will occasionally get upset because she doesn't want me to die. When you wake up in the morning and you're downing 5 pills, and then at night you're taking another pill and a shot of insulin, yeah, that's scary to your partner. So God forbid that people don't want to be with somebody like that. And it's more than just the unhealthiness. You know, it's less physically attractive to look at for a lot of people. And that's just life. As long as they're respectful about it, who cares? Oh, I don't find you attractive. Okay. I don't care. So.
And that really hurt, to know that this person who, you know, I lived with for a year, I really, really liked, and I thought knew me, he didn't like me enough to see past my body.
Oh, it's probably just a lot to see past, you know. I'm sorry, it's rude.
And it was only when I was in a more societally acceptable body did he make a move. And it's because I would have given him something to gain from that. Like, to be on my arm would have been, you know, maybe a boost for his societal value as well, right?
Sure.
And
sure.
It's realizing that, like, you know, you could be the smartest, coolest, funniest person inside, but if your body doesn't fit, then, you know, people don't want to be with you.
Maybe you're just not any of those things. Like, listen, not trying to be rude. I feel like most people don't have a lot to offer. And on top of that, you know, my wife is all those things, and she's overweight. And guess what? We're married. That's why she's my wife. She doesn't have a problem. Maybe think about why you have a problem. Maybe you need to be more valuable to the world than just, I don't know, a body.
And that, of course,
maybe it's the accent. Oi, why don't you want to be with me? Oh, fuck. Do you want to go out for some beans and toast? See, here's the thing. Over in England, if you mess with a fat girl, oh, what'd you get fat on? Oh, beans and toast? How are you going to have fun with that? Oh, I ate too many beans and toast. Oi. In America, what'd you get fat on? Fried everything. What do you mean? Everything. You want a Snickers bar? We could fry it. You want some corn? We'll fry that. You want some apple juice? We'll fry the fuck out of that. We're going to fry ice cream. We fry ice cream in America. So fat people in America are cool as fuck. They're eating fried everything. Over there, you're eating fucking beans. Oh, I'm going to have the Queen's meal today. Oh, I'm going to have a cigarette and coffee. Oh, wait, let me get some Chinese. Oh, I fucking love Chinese. You know what I mean? Like, what are you... You know what I'm saying, dude? You know, what the fuck? You guys don't even get down with some shit. You guys don't even get down with some fucking dope food. You guys are fat on... What? Fried pickles? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. What'd you get fat on? Oh, like what? Like regular food? Oi, yeah, I had too many fish and chips today. Oh, I got a little bloated. Oh, I had a little too much tea today. Bro, what? The fuck are you talking about? The hell are you talking about? What the hell are you doing? Hey, bro, if I want some fucking bean dip. Let me dip some chips in hummus. That's the most ethnic food that you have in fucking Britain or whatever it is. Hummus. Hummus. Okay, I live on Long Island, New York, baby. We got Italian. We got Chinese. We got Japanese. We got Korean. We got Turkish food. We got fucking everything. We got American food. We Americanize all the food. Because you know that there's nobody in fucking Japan making sushi with goddamn cream cheese in it. That's a Jewish thing. Oh, let me have cream cheese and salmon sushi. That's me. Jewish. Boom. 100%. The best cold cuts in the world, Boar's Head. Unironically, objective. You cannot argue it. Let me be clear here, because I go on vacation to like Florida. They don't have Boar's Head. Boar's Head is like a northeastern deli meat. The bologna and the American cheese make me cum my pants. I'm being very clear. I take that, I pack it into a backpack, like a refrigerated backpack. I put that into my luggage. I put that onto the plane, and I bring it from New York to Florida when I go on vacation. because it's fucking delicious. Oh, I don't want to move to Florida. They're homophobic and they're racist. True. That's not my problem. They don't got any boar's head. They don't have any boar's head deli meat. You don't know American cheese. You don't know bologna until you've had boar's head. You just don't. No, Florida doesn't have boar's head. Shut up. Shut up. I'm going to look it up right now. You're lying to me. Does Florida have boar's head? I'm looking up this. I'm looking it up. I don't think that they do. They don't have it. I've been there before, dude. I've been to Florida before, bro. They don't have boar's head. You got like black bear. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, we got black bear. Oh, it's just as good as boar's head. No, it's not. It tastes like poop. It tastes like poop. The deli meat in Florida tastes. I might as well get it fucking Kraft Singles. Sorry, but I'm not a bologna fan. It's the hot dog meat of sandwich material. Yeah, so I love dogs. I don't care. I love dogs, whether I eat them or I pet them. So, Alabama, maybe I'll move there.
Your self-worth, how you perceive yourself. And then there's also this idea of like how we treat plus size people is horrendous. It's so abusive. I mean, just go look at any plus size content creators' comments section.
It is true. It is true. I'll get a lot of people that will make fun of me for being fat in my comment section, even if I don't make even if I don't make a commentary about my weight. But here's the thing. Here's the way I look at some of the people going like, "Oh, you're fat," blah 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 blah. I deal with it. I just don't care. I try not to care. I understand I'm a man. It's a little easier to do. But I also don't make content about how fat I am. I make content about how being funny. I am funny. Stop telling me I'm not. I know that I am. I have confidence, and that's key. So stop talking about being fat. And maybe people will probably bully you less for being fat. You know, people are mean to women when it comes to their weight. But it's kind of like a free pass if you think about it. Like, let's say you post a video and somebody's like, "Oh, fat." That's engagement. I call that the fat tax. You're just giving me more engagement. Yeah, it might get to a side of TikTok that hates fat people, but then you get to garner sympathy from the nice side of TikTok. It's like, "Oh my God, girl, you don't need to lose weight. You just keep doing what you're doing. You just keep eating Crisco out of a goddamn can. That's okay." And then all of a sudden, I mean, who's worse? The guys bullying you for being fat or the ones telling you that you shouldn't lose weight? I don't fucking know anymore. I just try not to even read comments at this point because everybody's so goddamn toxic.
And you will see the abuse. And as, you know, if you are looking for a
I would say mean, rudeness, not abuse.
Partner, maybe you would want to avoid one that gets continuously shat on by society because you don't want to be associated with that.
I might want to try that, though, with my wife one day. The problem with that is it's a mood thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't just wake up every day and go, "Do I want to feel a little shit on me?" You know? I'll wake up and it's like, I got to be in a real nasty mood. And then at that point, my wife's probably not in that mood. I got to be in a real German mood. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm German.
You don't also want to be in that firing line.
My family member hate fat people. Have two siblings who are fat and they get bullied. That's fucked up, dude.
So on some hand,
this is the thing. Here's the thing. If you're getting bullied, like my thing is, you have to. When people are like busting your chops or making fun of you, whether it's friends or family, you just gotta fuck with them back. If your family's like, "Oh, you're real fat," it's like, "Yeah, so is my cock." You think that it wouldn't work, but that's gonna make them super uncomfortable. And when you make people super uncomfortable, they're less likely to make fun of you because you know I'll always bring it there. "Oh, you're so fat, so is my dick." People aren't going to want to criticize me as much because I'll just say some nasty shit and they're like, "Okay, let's not even go there. Let's not even go there with you." It's like, yeah, there you go. It's called a defense mechanism. It works every goddamn time. Make people uncomfortable.
And And I do get it. It's shit, but I get it. And I think also how we perceive attraction to plus size people. Like, society just flat out disagrees that this could be true.
That's not true. We know that society knows fat people can be true. They just can be very toxic. But we know that there are fat models all over the place. Black guys exist. They love fat white women, at least. Society knows that overweight people, or women specifically, are attractive. Like, BBW porn is one of the top fucking jerk off ratios. It exists. We know it. It's just that it can be kind of toxic, but you got to reconsider your expectations, girl.
Because we either say, oh, well, they're only with that person because of money, or, they've got something over their head, or they demonize it, they fetishize it, going, well, they can only find that person attractive because they have a fat fetish.
Okay.
So,
I feel like you think about this too much. No offense. I feel like you think about this way too much. This is one of the problems when it comes to any group of people that has an identity, whether it's like overweight people, people of color, even white people, LGBTQ people, religious people, anybody who feels like they're part of a community, in many instances, will look at everything in their life through the lens of that identity. And in this instance, it sounds like this overweight woman looks at everything through the lens of being fat. And what that means is that every time that something happens to them that's negative, they go, it's my weight. Maybe, or maybe not. But do you think that it's really worth your mental energy to sit down and give hours of your time every single day, considering the depths of the way that you as a fat person have an interaction with the world? That's really stressful. It might be more productive to not do that, to focus more on finding somebody who loves you for who you are, who likes that you're fat, and stop trying to make your internal monologue about systemic oppression all the time. Just fucking go about your day, maybe try to lose weight or not. Try to find somebody that will love you. Try to build yourself up in different ways. Become smart, get a hobby, be smarter, to do something, you know what I mean? Further your career, do other things that'll make you more valuable to somebody. Just do that. But instead, people hyper obsess every day. Like, every bad thing that happens to me is because I'm fat. Everything that's bad happens to me is because I'm black. Everything that's bad that's happened to me is because I'm fucking religious. Maybe, but I also don't like people who are fucking victims. They bore me. So you got a victimhood complex. You bore the shit out of me.
Just, we've built a world where having a romantic relationship with a fat person is just demonized beyond all hell, and the people who suffer are...
No, it's not. This is the thing that you guys should zone in on. When you hear an overweight person being like, we live in a world... I'm not even going to try to do that. We live in a world that we built where you're demonized for dating a fat person, blah, blah, blah. That only exists if the fat person dates a skinny person, right? Nobody looks at two fat people and goes, why are they together? Do you know why they're together? You know what I mean? My wife and I are big, and I love my wife. But they will go, look at that skinny person, look at that overweight person. Why are they together? The reason that I'm bringing this up is because, to me, this communicates she doesn't want to be with a fat dude. She just wants to be with a skinny guy, and it's like, usually skinny people like skinny people. Whether it's because they don't like the way a big person looks, or because maybe they have a big health focus. I don't know. But why don't you just date in your territory? Date a fat dude. All right, fat. Hey, why not? It's more fun dating a fat dude anyway. What, you know what I mean? It's like a big pillow, a lot of body heat, constantly radiating body heat, which is great when it's cold out. Not so good in the summer. I don't know if they have summers in Ireland or wherever the fuck she's from. I know America's a fucking moist, wet armpit in the summer, at least in fucking New York. I know what best places to eat. No, I don't. I don't actually like to eat good food. I like to eat a lot of food. So I like buffets that are relatively inexpensive, but still good as fuck,
are the fat people who don't get to, have the romantic love,
Yes,
which
they do.
we have put on this pedestal as the ultimate goal of all of our lives.
It's because love is awesome. Cope. Oh, wait, we put this on a fucking pedestal. That's probably not even her accent, but I'm going to do it. I find it interesting the way that we look at stuff, and it's like you think that this was intentional. People like love. Love is cool. I don't know. Is it Irish? I don't care. If it's not in America, it doesn't matter to me.
It's fucking shit.
Well, lose weight then, girl, and I'll try to do it with you. Yeah, it's only a shame to this person that I'm not available anymore. Because let me tell you something, I would fuck the shit out of most of these complaining fat bitches on the internet. I say
Not
that
skinny.
I don't say that in a derogatory sense. I say that in an accepting sense. But I'm married, and I'm married to my own beautiful fat bitch, and I fucking slammed that shit last night. It was excellent. It was a delicate meal turned into some physical exercise, and then I ate another meal afterwards because I almost collapsed because I was giving it to her pretty hard, and then she's like, "Oh man, it's been a while since we've done that since we started dating. We started dating 4 years ago," and I was like, "Damn, she just young manned me. I got to give it to her hard." So I start fucking laying into her, hitting new territory, exploring new areas. It was like the game No Man's Sky. Just fucking going into it. I'm fucking sweating. I'm huffing and puffing, but I'm hitting a solid rhythm. I'm not feeling like I'm going too bad. Boom, 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 boom. All of a sudden, finish. And I just, my body tightens up. Like a fucking, it completely contracts like a snake just suffocating a fucking mouse. Just killing it. And I'm just, for like 2 minutes, just tight, tense. Until I fall off and I roll over. And I try to put my foot on the ground to stand up. And my body is just shaking. I couldn't move. I physically had to eat. I think my blood sugar was unironically low. And I hobbled into the kitchen and found some really delicious slutty brownies that my wife made, which are a layer of chocolate chip cookie, a layer of Oreo, and a layer of brownie. I don't know why we're fat. And I had a piece of that, and then I reorganized the tray to make it look like I didn't have a piece because that was for her work. She's having a work party today. And then I had another one, so I organized it again. So those brownies were good, dude. Bro, there's nothing like having a good experience in the bedroom and then eating just delicious foods. It's so good. Oh, dude. You cannot fucking beat it, dude. That is insane, bro. That is insane.